What's going on, people? Paradox here. So with the confirmation of the two new Pokemon games that were announced to be released later on this year, Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, I decided to make a list of my top 5 most wanted, hopes, and features for these new games. Alright, so let's get started. Number 5. IV increasing and decreasing berries. So similar to how they already have EV berries that allow you to raise or decrease your Pokemon's effort value points by 10, why not make IV berries do something similar, like raise or decrease your Pokemon's IVs by 1? This would be great for breeding and finally being able to get the hidden power you always wanted. I know that for me, the way they have it now, breeding for a specific hidden power can be long and tedious, and it's almost not worth the time and effort spent on trying to acquire them through traditional breeding. That is why you see most people hacking for hidden powers, because it's just so much easier and less time consuming. With the addition of IV berries, it would make people who prefer breeding life a whole lot easier. I was thinking that these berries can be acquired in the post game after you beat the Elite Four, having them plantable or buyable through some sort of berry shop or NPC. Alright, so next up we got number 4, more Pokemon evolutions. I feel like Game Freak has been taking steps backwards by pushing Mega Evolution quite a bit, which by no means is a bad thing, but they need to go back to their roots like they did in Generation 4 and introduce a whole bunch of evolutions for older Pokemon that need it. I think this will really spice up the series for Pokemon Sun and Moon by bringing diversity back into the games. Instead of choosing from the same old generic common Pokemon you see in every tier, by having more evolutions will help mitigate the need to use those Pokemon you see all the time and allow you to have more options to choose from. It's been a while since we've seen evolutions for older Pokemon, so maybe this will be the generation where Game Freak decides to shake things up and finally go all out with the evolutions. I wouldn't mind seeing a Farfetch evolution with the flying fighting typing. We need more of this dual type combination. So far we only have a Lucha. I could see Dunsparce evolution too. He seems like one of those Pokemon who should have an evolution. Giving him a bug dragon typing or a normal dragon typing would be awesome. Kecleon, who is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, could definitely use an evolution by boosting some of his base stats like attack and speed, and keeping his ability Color Change or Protein can really make him a force to be reckoned with. If this generation does decide to bring Megas back, which they most likely will, I just hope they keep them to a minimum. Okay, so on to the next. We got number 3, customization. Trainer customization introduced in Generation 6 was a huge success, and I can't help the feeling that Game Freak just didn't do enough with the features that they gave us. How about allow us to customize the age of your trainer, the weight and height? Give us facial hair. We need more clothing styles, hats, shoes, the option to remove hats, more color combinations. I think another cool idea would be allow us to customize our bikes, skates, skateboards, be able to put accessories on them like logos, pegs, etc. That'll be awesome. I really like how Pokken Tournament did their customization. They have so many options to choose from, a whole range of different hairstyles, colors, hats. It makes you excited to try out different style combinations because there's a huge variety to choose from. I'm hoping Game Freak can take note from Pokken Tournament and implement these features to their customization if they bring it back in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Okay, so on to number 2, 6v6 rated battles. Now I'm a huge fan of 6 vs 6 Pokemon battles. I feel like 6 on 6 battles add a certain dynamic to the game that 3 on 3 battles don't. They allow for more strategy and prediction. I feel like 3 on 3 battles rely too much on luck and matchup leads. Don't get me wrong, 3 on 3 battles are cool and all. I don't mind if they stick around, but at least give us the option to choose a 6 on 6 battle for people like me who prefer to use their full team. We already have battles like double battle, rotation battles, and others. One more battle type wouldn't hurt. If anything, it would make a lot of fans happy and more people want to compete in the Pokemon Global Link Daily Season Online Leagues. 6v6 rated battles will also be a lot more convenient for people who just want to jump straight into a battle instead of having to go to sites like Pokemon Cerebi and Pokemon Smogon and exchange friend codes to set up a battle. One more thing I forgot to mention, which would be more like a bonus and not really necessary at all, would be to scale all your Pokemon up to level 100 when you are in a 6v6 battle. Similar to how they did it in Generation 4, but since we already have level 50 scaling, I doubt we'll see a change like that anytime soon. Okay, so next we got number 1, Battle Stadium. Battle Stadium is an idea I've been thinking about. It will act similar to the Battle Frontier in a way by consisting of multiple facilities that you can challenge during the post game. Each facility will have a leader similar to Frontier Brains. They will challenge you randomly after you met a certain amount of win streaks. Once you beat all the leaders of each facility, you will unlock the last arena, which is the Battle Stadium. This last arena will act like the Pokemon World Tournament from Black 2 and White 2, where you can challenge all the top trainers from each region. Trainers like Red, Blue, Brock, Misty, Lance, and so on. What will be cool about this is that the announcer for the Pokemon Stadium games will be present. It will have a cool stadium background with a crowd to go with it, cheering at times. It will give the game that anime feel you see when Ash goes up against the Pokemon League. The trainers in this league will be very difficult. I'm talking about each trainer having 6 Pokemon and devising some sort of strategy, switching out during bad matchups, going for super effective moves, setting up stat boosts and baton passing them to other Pokemon. The reward for winning will be very rare items that you can only get from the Battle Stadium. Items like berries, Mega Stones, Pokemon, and more. I know that this is wishful thinking, and the possibility of Game Freak implementing something like the Battle Stadium has like a 10% chance of ever happening. But you never know. I'm just throwing my ideas out there, and this is just all my opinion. Anyways, that is my top 5 list of hopes and wishes for Pokemon Sun and Moon. If you guys enjoyed this and would like more content like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!